It's Ray Give TV.
Ray Give TV.
Let's get right to it.
Lot going on. We got the Supreme Truth documentary. I don't know exactly what day it's coming out, but heavy promo has hit the net.
Let's get right to it.
Shout out to Prince.
Ray Give TV.
I believe that's his work, along with the support of Supreme. I think I might have posted a promo maybe a week ago or so. I posted another clip of me and Prince having a conversation. Did well over 100K on the channel. Y'all go check it out. But over the last day or so, there was a clip released. And this clip directly accused Bimmy of being a rat. This clip directly accused Bimmy of being a rat. And actually, one second, y'all. Bear with me. One second. All right, back at y'all. Forgive me for that. But this clip accused Bimmy of being a rat. And we all heard it. And it was it's a very confusing clip. First of all, me and Prince are in talks and conversation to conduct business, and I know Bimmy. And those of you know, for the last year and a half or so, I've kind of been the one kind of fighting for Bimmy in this situation when it came to Harlem legend, Zip with the Drip, 050 China. A lot of the New Yorkers been like kind of crucifying Bimmy, or attempting to do so, with paperwork that we was able to debunk, paperwork we was able to show that there's nothing really there to say Bimmy is a rat or a confidential informant. But this time I found myself in a rock and a hard place. Okay, Wack.
It's Ray Give TV.
You just heard what you heard. You've been on the line with Prince, but you and Bimmy have been friends for well over 2 decades. Let's go back in
the block
and review what was said.
He goes away on conspiracy charges. He had been arrested and prosecuted based on a search of a premises that he was in.
These were dirty cops who were working with a dirty, lying CI. Sergeant Foster and Myron Cherry both lied under oath just to try to arrest me. James, Bimmy, and got to the CI for over 40 years. Bimmy is the CI they described in the search warrant affidavit and lies that 2 people were kidnapped and beaten in their death. It was a lie. When they did the search, no evidence of a kidnapping existed. This is what informants do. They lie. And the police and prosecutors don't care. They just want to win, no matter what.
Ultimately, they threw out the search, but now the federal government was picked. And, he goes away on.
So that's Supreme. This is a promo from a clip from the Supreme Truth, and that's Supreme openly saying that Bimmy has been a CI for 40 years. That goes back to 1985. And people say, well, Wack, why is he saying 40 years? Well, it was a raid that happened in 1985. I wasn't there for the raid. Supreme was there for the raid. Supreme is saying Bimmy
in the block.
He's saying he was there but left. He's saying it was 4 people there and he left, and whoever the CI is allegedly told law enforcement that he was just there. So Supreme is saying, based on his knowledge, that he knows who left. It had to be Bimmy. The paperwork's in the chat. It's this paperwork. It's in the chat. We're gonna comb through it, but I called Bimmy. Yo, let's subscribe. Let's get them thumbs up. Let everybody know we're in here going up. Is Bimmy a rat? First of all, let's ask ourselves what constitutes a rat. What constitutes a rat is anybody that gives information involved in the criminal act on anybody other than themselves. That's a rat. You have people that just directly rat on you, and you have working rats. Working rats are people like Brick Baby, who get caught with a shooting in 2022, don't go to jail. Get caught with an AK and 2 guns and 100-some rounds of ammunition, get let out of jail, 2023. No court date, no ankle monitor, free to roam around the country because you're letting your phone be tracked and be recorded as you're guiding law enforcement to other people. And then once they get up on them, they surveillance them, use what you gave them to come in with warrants, arrest them, put them in a situation when they're looking at 10 to 20, offer them 5 to 10, they take the deal, they never know what happened. That's a working rat. And they roam the streets picking up intel. Some get paid. You can Google. They pay these guys between $85,000 and $90,000 a year in all the different states. And some get let out because they have a case hanging over their head and they're turning people in and feeding them police information. So when the time comes that they do pick them up, instead of them looking at 30, 40 years, as Brick Baby would be looking at if he was really looking at the time, guns, ammunition, threats to unalive people, pointing firearms at people on camera, firing firearms in parking lots, and you got 5 prior convictions. Anybody that did fair time will tell you, based upon his prior history, him being an active gang member, they got visual guns on you on no jumper, which they caught you with the next day. With all that going on, Daddy gave his ass 25, 30, 40 years, all that. But this ain't about Brick Baby, this is about Bimmy. So today, I called Bimmy. Said, Bimmy, you see what's going on. Sometimes I feel I'm out of place, but this time, I've been the one defending you, and I don't know how to defend you with this unless you tell me the story. So I had a conversation with Bimmy. Let me get to this conversation. Let you guys hear the conversation about Bimmy. Bimmy probably said some things about Supreme that has never been said. He's a man. At some point, you get tired of being the punch. You get what I'm saying? So let me get this audio. And we're gonna go to this audio. Me questioning Bimmy today about the allegations. 1 second. This is a 29-minute audio of James Bimmy ANTNEY. Of me having a conversation with him about what Supreme had to say. For those of y'all just getting in here, let's run it back.
And, he goes away on conspiracy charges. He had been arrested and prosecuted based on a search of a premises that he was in.
These were dirty cops who were working with a dirty, lying CI. Sergeant Foster and Myron Cherry both lied under oath just to try to arrest me.
Okay, that's what Supreme had to say about Bimmy. It came out of his mouth. That's what he said. Now, we gotta go back to what Bimmy has to say about these allegations. Let's let her rip. Yo, Bimmy.
Yo, what's up, Wack?
Listen, we look like we back at the. I ain't gonna say we back in the fire because it ain't never fire because it ain't no truth to what's been going on because ain't none of us seen any documentation. You know, our last trip around with this shit, it was the affidavit with the attorneys and it was this and it was that and we proved all that to be BS and it wasn't tied and associated with you. Now, I guess this Supreme Truth is coming out, some type of documentary, and there's promo clips floating around of Supreme himself, right, out his mouth, right, saying that this agent was crooked and that Bimmy was a CI in this situation. Now, when I'm reading the paperwork, I don't see your name, and we're going to go over that myself later on. But there's a description of something in there that says, while conducting whatever type of drug business or whatever, it was 4 people or whatever, I guess, in the room. One of the people left. That person contacted the whoever his handler was as a CI, told them that they were doing whatever drug activity, and there was a couple people tied up allegedly, I guess, in the spot. That detective then said, well, we got to move on that now. This CI says, if you move on it now, they're going to know it's me. They say, I guess it's people in jeopardy. We got to move on it now. Supreme is saying the person that left that location was you. This is why he's calling you what he's calling you. So do you recall this incident? Was you there? Was you around? Or what?
Let me tell you something. I recall one incident, right, that we was in a house in 223 in Linden Boulevard, right? It was about 10 of us, not 4, 10. Okay. The other house had 4 people, right? That another dude, my man Dalu, got raided in. They had 4 people. I'm in the house. I'm trying to go to the mall with one of the individuals. He said, nah. Prince said, nah, you stay here. You got to watch them. He told me I got to stay there and watch them bag up. As he told me. I stayed there. I sat on the floor with my shirt open. I got on the phone with a girl. And I'm talking to her. Next thing you know, my little man, Judge, he runs across me. Right? He runs across me. I'm like, yo, man, stop running in the house. You see what the fuck's going on? What they doing? He said, the police outside. I go to the window. I see all the cars. I run to the back. Me, Brad. It was a color bus. Them niggas is home. They'll tell you. Same story. I give them the phone. They home. We all ran to the back. So my man looked at the back window because we were jump the window. And I said, yo, jump. He said, no, nigga, you jump. So I look out the window to jump. I see the police with a flashlight and his gun up. I said, yeah, jump. I said, oh, shit. Next thing you know, they kicked in the door. Boom. They came in. My man in the closet hiding. They hit him with the gun. Boom. Took him in the closet. Had me on the bed. Me and the other nigga on the bed. They handcuffed us. Started bringing us out. When they brought us out, I see Supreme on the floor. And I said, damn, we all going to jail. We had girls in there and all that. Chicks home and all that. They told the same story I'm telling you. We all leave. We all go to jail, right? Now, mind you, we in the bullpen. Preem said, play adults. Because I was the youngest one, so I was pretty young. So he said, yo, play adults, right? I was going to C-74, but being I ain't going to 74, I went to C-95, right? With the guys. I put them on the phone right now, and they say the same thing. We on the bullpen, boom. They sent me the 2-top. Me and my man, Born and Bing, they sent me the 2-top. I was up there, boom. Next day, we all got bailed out. You know what I mean?
So what does play adults mean?
Play adults. I don't know what that means.
No, you just said Preem told y'all to
play adults. He said because give them the wrong age. I'm telling them I'm older so we all can stay together.
Got you. So you said it was another time or another house where 4 people went to jail. What was you involved in that? Was you at that house?
No, well, not that. We was like that's like across town. That's like 2 miles from where we was at. You know, they raided the houses spontaneously. They raided the houses together.
Oh, so both those homes got raided at the same time.
The same time. So the other house had four people in it. Our house had like 13. Like we had a bunch of niggas in there and girls. We was working.
So was there any talks of who left? If anybody left, leaving the other house with 4 people, even though y'all got busted in the other house?
No, I don't remember about that house. I never knew nothing about nothing over there. You know what I mean? My man, he was telling me about it. He said, Bim, they didn't find nothing in the house. That's how all of them got off. All the whole house, the 4 people, they got off because they had nothing in there. The house we was in, they had some in it.
So did anybody end up doing any time for the house y'all was in?
Only Preem and Bing. Only 2 people. The rest, all of us, they let us go because they switched the case to Manhattan. They let all of us go. Not let us go, but they gave us probation.
Is this the 84, 85 case?
Yes.
So this is the 84, 85 case. So all y'all, so when he got cuffed up, you got cuffed up.
Yes.
And go ahead.
He watched him march me out. I watched him lay on the floor. You know what I'm saying? We all went to Central Park together.
You wasn't away from the location when the raid happened. None of that.
Nah, I was in the bullpen with him.
Okay, another question for you, because I just I know when people take their tongue and use it as a sword. I've had it happen to me. And out of curiosity, okay, he's been in jail. Since he's been in jail this time around, you've had some success in the music industry. Your nephew done got big in the music industry. You had a TV program you did that we all watch, a TV series. And I know our people in prison will look at these things and go to thinking like, okay, this dude is on. You know, people hear about you traveling. They see you on social media. You on the Rolls Royce. You doing your thing. Was there any type of obligation that you were committed to with Supreme while he was locked up that you maybe started and then stopped, or you never started? I'm trying to figure out what could have triggered him to come out 40 years later. My problem with this is he did time on the 85 case and came home, correct?
He came home and did a violation. He came home and did a 3. He came home and did a 10, and he came home and did a 2-year violation. He came home and violated and went back.
Okay, so here's the thing. Back in those days, bodies was dropping. There was a no tolerance for a lot of things. It wasn't a lot of cameras around. It wasn't a lot of things that go on today. And my psyche is saying, okay, in 85, you got caught up. This paperwork was out that gave a description of this individual. You came home. You was on the streets. Bimmy was on the streets. You started doing the business with Murder Inc. and doing little film things, whatever you was doing. Why was it, or was it Bimmy, and I just missed it, any mention that Bimmy James ANTNEY was a CI or an informant coming from Supreme's mouth back in those days? Was there ever any mention of this?
No, not at all. In 85, you're Wack, I was in high school. I just got out of high school.
Okay, so
I don't know how.
Supreme comes home in the 90s, early 90s, 93, 94, 95. Okay.
Yeah. Now, me and Just in control. Yeah.
Okay, so you and Just is in control while he's doing time, operating under the Supreme Team banner, right?
Yeah, I'm going to visit him, all that. Visit him, bringing him stuff, doing all type of stuff. Me, for years. I'm doing that.
Okay. So when did he go to jail on his last indictment?
Like 25 years ago, the Murder Inc. thing.
So let's say 2000 or whatever, 99, whatever. So 85 to 95, Supreme's doing this time. You and Just are in control in the streets. You guys operating up on the Supreme Team banner, and y'all doing whatever y'all doing. Your communication with him.
Not 95, not Wack, not 95. I stopped hustling in 92. Okay. I wasn't hustling.
When did he come home?
He came home in, I think, 92. 92 or 90. No, my number 98.
Was it
yeah, like 90, 91, something like that. 90, 91, 92.
Issues with you and Supreme when he came home off this bid that he called 85 that he's saying you a CI on? Was it any issue?
None.
None.
It was no issue. None. I had no issue with him.
So then 8 years go by and he's doing his thing, whatever, in and out, whatever he's doing, no issues. And then now, 25 years into the bid, this is the first time you're hearing on social media out of Supreme's mouth that you are a CI, or did you hear this prior to?
No. This is the first time I heard it from his mouth.
Now, we still got 20 more minutes of this. What we just established is Bimmy is saying he got up on the Supreme in 84. He was a minor. 85, police kicked in the door. They all go to jail. He said he was not away. He went to jail with Supreme from this location. He gave an address. And I'm pretty sure some people on the street that know about this. He's saying Supreme cut your 10-year bid. He was a minor. They gave him some juvenile time, a year, some probation, whatever he did. But he's saying from the years of when he got out, him and Just, then at that point was in control of the Supreme team, whatever they was doing to hustle to make their money. So Supreme's doing a bid from 85, I guess, up into, 91, 92. Gave him 10, so that's 85, that's 5, that's 6, that's 6, 7 years, right? Never during this time that he said he's calling him an informant. He has the same paperwork we got today existed back then, right? Bimmy says he's going to the institution to visit him. Him and this dude named Justice over the organization. He said the first time he has ever heard Supreme call him this was when we just heard it, right? Right, so let's get back to it. This is getting kind of interesting. I'm wondering, why is this the first time we hearing this?
Yeah. Now, me and Just control. Yeah.
Okay, so you and Just is in control while he's doing time operating under the Supreme Team banner, right?
Yeah, I'm going to visit him, all that. Visit him, bringing him stuff, doing all type of stuff. Me, for years. I'm doing that.
Okay. So when did he go to jail on his last indictment?
Like 25 years ago, the Murder Inc. thing.
Murder Inc. thing. So let's say 2000 or whatever, 99, whatever. So 85 to 95, Supreme's doing this time. You and Just are in control in the streets. You guys operating up on the Supreme Team banner, and y'all doing whatever y'all doing. Your communication with him.
Not 95, not Wack, not 95. I stopped hustling in 92. Okay. I wasn't hustling.
When did he come home?
He came home in, I think, 92. 92 and 90. No, my number 98.
Was it
yeah, like 90, 91, something like that. 90, 91, 92.
Issues with you and Supreme when he came home off this bid that he called 85 that he's saying you a CI on? Was it any issue?
None.
It
was no issue. None. I had no issue with him.
So then 8 years go by and he's doing his thing, whatever, in and out, whatever he's doing, no issues. And then now, 25 years into the bid, this is the first time you're hearing on social media out of Supreme's mouth that you are a CI, or did you hear this prior to?
No. This is the first time I heard it from his mouth. First time.
Got you. So was there any obligations you was asked to fulfill since he's been in there this last 25?
I was asked, he was told to telling niggas, Bimmy ain't give me no money since I've been here. Like he was telling niggas that I ain't giving him a paper since he's been in jail, since he's been locked up.
Okay, is there any truth to that?
Yeah, there's truth to that. No, I haven't. Because I'm feeling like this. I didn't hustle too in 40 years, right? You said whatever, 35. I ain't been in the street in 35. I'm an older man now, bro. I was 19, 20. Nigga.
So your hustle with him stopped in 92.
Yeah, no, way before then.
Well,
I wasn't hustling with him.
When he went in 85, you and Just, y'all had the streets, right? So how
Yeah, we had the streets.
How much longer did y'all run to 90, from 85 to 88, 89?
Yeah, I know I had to stop hustling. You know what I'm saying? I had to stop hustling because I started doing music at the time. I stopped, not professionally, but I started just left the streets. Like, I ain't fucking with shit. I was leaving it alone. You know what I'm saying? So I started really doing music for real, professionally. And then when I got on...
You saying you ain't had no business dealings with him for 35 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Longer than that.
So when he reached out to you, and when where at in this joke, this last 25 years, did he reach out to you? When he first went to jail? Well, Irv them had him then, right?
Yeah, Irv had him.
So when did he reach out? In the last 10 years, maybe? Or when did he reach out to you?
Nah, he never reached out to me. He never reached out to me.
He just simply said what you wasn't doing.
What I wasn't doing.
So he felt like he was supposed to kind of, and I'm going to say it, I don't know how much older he is than you, but it seems to me like in the early 80s or whatever, you was moving with him, he was kind of the leader and y'all was following behind him. But since then, you transitioned to who you transitioned to, and you felt like him saying what he's saying was kind of little boy you. Like, you know what you're supposed to do, but yet you ain't been part of his organization for 35 years.
That's a fact.
So these things that's coming out his mouth, you feel is just an attack to slander your name because you didn't do what he felt you were supposed to do.
That's a fact.
Got you. So right now, I seen you put up a post and you wish him the best of luck with this project, right? And I'm still sensing that you still, for some reason, have some kind of sense of loyalty to this individual, because I know when somebody's been around, it's always things to talk about, always things a person know. Whether it's about a female, whether you see something happen and then nobody else seen happen, somebody might have took something, somebody might have owed something, and the same energy wasn't put out towards that individual as it was towards others. But you don't seem to even be motivated to do a back and forth with him. Is it out of fear? Is it out of respect? Or is it out of
it's not out of fear, right? And it's definitely out of respect, because I know the type of time what his mind state is where he at. And I know the other individuals that plays a part in this that make him, yo, bro, you need money. You need to get money to the top. What we going to do? We're going to grab Bimmy, put his name in it, say this, that, and we can get him. I already know the love he has for me. My man talks to him all the time. He tell me. You know what I'm saying? So I know the love he got for me. I know the love I got for him. I know the type of time we on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I got to call a spade a spade.
Mm-hmm.
I think you thought what kind of love he had for you, because what just came out of that man's mouth is something you say about an op. You don't say that about family.
Yeah, that's true. True.
You get what I'm saying? I think at this point in time, you got to start keeping it real with yourself and who you are and who they are and how they see you and who you not to them. That man came out his mouth and said, Bimmy is a CI and been a rat for 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot say, regardless of who you talking to and what they telling you, I don't think you heard about a supreme mouth that he had love for you. Or you just hearing it second and third hand, bro.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, right? I've been with Supreme probably 4 or 5 years, bro. That's it. Through my life. I hustled 4 or 5 years. I didn't been around like I was on 4 or 5 years. Come out of high school. My first case I ever had was a fight in the school. I put this nigga in the hospital. Right? Preem, my man Dalu, my mom and my sister came to the precinct, came and got me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was fighting in high school and I put the nigga in the hospital. Right? And I got out. I was like, yo, I'm out. My man like, yo, be quiet, nigga. You ain't do no time. And I was that. Right? That's the only case I had around this man until we all got caught together. And then we got caught together. The case is open. You can see it. I got youth offended. Youth offended in New York is you give it a year probation. They made me wash fucking church cars for damn near 6 months. I'm washing cars.
This wasn't the 85. This is what they gave you for the 85?
For the 85 case. For the 85 case.
So you was a minor?
Yeah, I was a minor. I was youth offended. They gave me youth offended. Why else?
So they didn't put none of the drugs, the guns, or whatever they may have found in that residence on you?
No, it was too many of us. They didn't want me. It was the older guys. They had records. They've been up north. They've been upstate. They've been in jail. I never had a record. I never been arrested before. That's my first arrest.
Okay, so I remember you telling me, I could be wrong with the numbers. You did like a 2 to life or 2 to 5.
No, 3 to life. 3 to life.
3 to life bid. What year was that? And what?
That was 90. That was in 92. 92, and I was a direct sale to to an agent. This dude set me up with this chick. I went in our house. I did the sale. They said they need work. I came with the work. I went to the projects, got the work, gave them the work. Hold it, you hold that. We go back to the crib. They got it open. They said, how can we get more? So they busted shit down. They busted over in front of me. I'm like, nah, these niggas ain't right. So I said, yo, go to him. The nigga that originally called me. So I said, so I left that alone. You know what I mean? So,
okay, was that Supreme teamwork, or you was operating on your own?
No, I was working on my own.
Gotcha.
Supreme been gone. I've been working on my own.
But I thought Supreme came home in 91, 92.
No. No, he didn't. He was still locked up. My friend Prince was still locked up.
I mean, I'm just trying to get the timetable right, because I hear he called 10 years in 85, so I'm thinking
he still locked up.
I was thinking he didn't come home till about 8-9 years.
Yeah, no, he was locked up when I was inside. I remember that because it was so
you called this 3 to life. Supreme was still doing the bid from the 85 case.
Nah, he been home from that. He did the bid from that. But when I got in, he was outside. He came out when I was inside.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, when you caught that 3 to life, was Supreme on the streets, or was he still in prison?
He was still in prison.
So you caught your time, and while you doing your time, he comes home.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So when you came home, was he still on the street?
Yes, he was on the street.
Did you guys have any interaction, or you went your way?
No, we had interaction. Let me explain something to you. Right? I'm gonna tell you a story. Right? I'm in jail. There was this chick named Lillian. Right? I was fucking with her. She was my collect call. I call her. She would make all my calls for me to collect to the people. I call her. She would call other people for me. Right? Whatever I talk to on the phone, girls, whatever. She goes out to the Manhattan proper one night. She sees Supreme outside, right? Supreme see her. He don't know her. She don't know him. He goes to do BJ and say, who that girl right there? He said, oh, that's Bimmy bitch, like that. Supreme being who he is, cocky, he goes to her, right? He said, what's your name? He said, well, he told her name, whatever. She said, you fucking Bimmy? Like that. And she said, who ain't fucking Bimmy? Right? So he liked that about her. Boom. Next thing, week later, I call her phone. She gets on the phone quiet. I'm like, yo, why you so fucking quiet? What's up? She starts crying. Supreme. I said, Supreme, what's up? What happened? What's going on? She said, no, him, I don't know what to do. Do what? I said, hold on, man. He come to your crib? He said, yeah. I said, yo, when he coming back? He said, today. I said, I'm going to call you back. And I said, make sure you're there. Boom. He gets on the phone with me. So he goes, yo, what's up, nigga? I said, what's up? I said, Supreme, I'm going to fucking this bitch. I said, don't stop my calls. Right? Then he said, yo, I'm going to take you the bill. Don't worry about paying the bill. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Just like that, man.
So he was you felt like, well, she felt like Supreme wanted to shut down her talking to you.
Yeah.
Because you was in the chat. And so so you talked to him while you was in there. When you paroled, he on the street, you on the street. Did y'all interact?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Was it business, or was it just...
No business. I never did business no more with him. There was no business. None.
So y'all didn't hang out together. It's just
when we hung out. We hung out before we hung out. Then we I just stopped. I just stopped coming around and stopped fucking around. I just chilled. I just like trying to get my life together.
Okay, so when he caught that case with Irv now, that case, right?
Yeah.
How many years had it been since you had already went your way and everybody was doing their own thing?
Shit, like 25. 25?
Not could well, it could have been that long because he caught his case, what, early 2000s?
No, he got his case 2000. Like I said, like
okay, you
25
came
years.
Home, what? You came home in 95, right?
Yeah. I started working at Def Jam in 97.
Okay, so it probably was only about 3 years.
Yeah, about 3 years. I started at Def Jam. I got a tattoo on my arm. I started at Def Jam in 97.
So when you started at Def Jam and Supreme was trying to make his move into doing movies and fuck around with music, he didn't attempt to contact you to try to see what you had going on to plug in?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Gotcha. So you was never mentioned their names in anything that had anything to do with his current case right now?
No, I don't know why.
No, what I'm establishing is, so the timeline says this. In 1985, Supreme, it was a raid. 2 different locations. You went to jail with Supreme for one location. The other location, 4 people went to jail. They didn't find nothing. They let all them go. Right? Yeah. I'm guesstimating you start dealing with Supreme, what, 82, 83, 84?
No, 84. Ended like middle 84.
84. So you was dealing with 84. Supreme a little over a year. You got busted. You a minor. Supreme got sentenced to the 10 years. They give you some probation or whatever you got to do, whatever you had to do as a minor. You do it. Supreme comes home 90. Well, before Supreme comes home, you catch a direct sale, 3 to life. While you're doing the 3 to life, Supreme comes home. He's on the street. You both end up having dealings with the same female who was your little 3-way collect, call, connect. Mm-hmm. Supreme finds out, questions her, makes her feel a little uncomfortable. You call back, spoke to him, told him you don't care what he do with the broad, just don't kill your 3-way connect. He didn't kill that. You end up coming home. When you come home, y'all both on the street. Y'all hang out time to time. No business dealings, no street activity. You get the job at Def Jam 97 sometime. Supreme's doing whatever he's doing, whether he catch a violation, whether he's on the street. You have no dealings with what he's doing. 2000 or whatever the case may be, or could be a year or 2 off. He catches the case with Murder Inc. You're not named in the case. You had nothing to do with it. You and Preem wasn't doing no business, although you were in the Def Jam building. He was trying to conduct music and movie business. He never reached your way. And since then, you've been doing what you've been doing, and he's been doing time. And now all of a sudden, 40 years later from the date, he's naming you to be a CI. But nothing in the documentation supports that. That's the gist of this, right?
Yes.
All right, cool.
You said it.
Well, listen, Bimmy, I will tell you this. I read the paperwork. I don't see your name in the paperwork. I'm a little kind of confused on why it would take 40 years. I thought if he was going to deal with you about this, even if he wanted to wait because y'all was so close or maybe knew your family, I think he would have dealt with this when he came home after you. When you came home after doing the light bid, right? He would have said something, dealt with it or whatever. Back in those days, people was dropping like flies for various reasons. Again, he's been in there, let's say, roughly 25 years on this joke, and we're just hearing about it. It's not like he was keeping this information because he had a board hearing, because right now he's still in there, and if he was going to get out, he would still have the same hearing. So we can eliminate that. So once again, I think it's the power using the tongue as a sword. I've been in this situation. Big, you did it to me on this turn-in. Said Wack 600 is the reason why I'm going. And then when this indictment paperwork come out, is everything in there but Wack and 600, right? But the people, because of the popularity vote, will listen to these things. You get what I'm saying? So, it could be legal ramifications behind this, especially if it's coming out in some type of documentary because it's slander, and people could really get their money out of this. So people got to watch certain things they do and say. But we're gonna conclude it here. I felt like it wasn't no need to bring you on personally because I already ran through the paperwork, but it's definitely a need to address it. So what I'm gonna do today on my 100 show channel is I'm gonna go through the paperwork, read the paperwork, and then I'm gonna let the people hear Bimmy speak, and then from there, whatever the naysayers want to do with it, they do with it. At the end of the day, if we going by the rules of the streets, it says we have to be able to read it and identify who they talking about. So at this point, in your words, where is the work? And we concluded right there, bro. I appreciate your time and efforts, and for even giving me this content and taking time to speak with me. And I'm gonna address it with your permission and consent. I'm gonna address this paperwork, go through the paperwork, and address this. And I will let the people hear you speak. Are you good with that? No question. And the crazy about it is, my man just told me about the other house with 4 people. So you really mixing shit up, dog. You said I was in that house. No, I was in the house with you. You was in jail with him. Yeah, I was in jail with you, my nigga. You wasn't in there. No, we was in the bullpen. My man Brett knocked this nigga out. Piece of your pre nigga, he was on the bench. Pre knocked the nigga out. Boom, boom, boom. Like, come on, dog. I go to 75 with you. Me, Pre, and Bourne. We in the bullpen, dog, all of us. I'm in there with y'all niggas. Yo, bro, if you could say something right now in the state that they have your name, if you could say something to Preem, if you was on the phone right now with Preem, what would you say to him? Why would you do that? Like, I'm from your school. Why would you do that? Like, why would you, and I ain't gonna say waste all his time, because all of it is bullshit. Why would you do that to me and listen to these niggas out in the streets to make you say some shit against me that you know it ain't true? Why would you do that? You know what I mean? It don't add up. Bro, I got arrested with you. I didn't go nowhere. I'm with you in the pen. I can't make that up. I'm in the pen with you. You told me to play adults. I was too young. He said, yo, play adults. Because they want me to go to adolescence by myself because they say niggas wild. Don't let them go there by himself. He's too young. He never been to jail. Yo, play adults. Come with us. They wanted to be able to watch you. Yeah. Gotcha. All right, well, look, we're going to conclude it at that, bro. It don't get more powerful than that, but, end of the day, this James, Bimmy, ANTNEY, everybody know who he is. You keep your head up, keep doing what you're doing, bro. And you need to come down there, man, and build with me and Steve down there, man. We got the fight thing going on, man. I know, he was telling me, I'm coming. Yeah, come check us out, man. I'll see you soon. All right, big dog. All right. So, there you have it. Directly from what's bothered me is it's been 40 years. From what he say, when Preem caught the 10-year bid in 85, him and some dude named Just or whatever ran the organization. So you got the same paperwork that we got today. Prince dropped the paperwork, in the chat for the Supreme case that we're talking about. So you guys can copy and paste it and read it for yourself. It was just confusing on, you went for 85, you get caught, he get out to 91, 92, he catch a 3 to life. He's coming to see you and doing things for you and up under your organization. While you're there, you got the same paperwork. It's the same paperwork that we're looking at today, you have back then. You never say anything. Look, see this? There you go. Listen, I could keep going. I just showed enough for y'all. To know we got the paperwork. Prince, drop the work in the chat. I will be sending this work to the underscore the 100 show Instagram. The link will be in there. But again, it's a little confusing to me. It's been 40 years since 1985. Bimmy's helped run the organization from 85 to 91, 92. He did a 3 to Life bid, got out in 95 or so, went to work for Def Jam. Him and Preem was both out. They had a few crosses. He wasn't dealing with Preem. He was doing music. I believe working up on the LL Cool J. And Preem gets caught up in 2000, had nothing to do with Bimmy. And now 2025, he says what he says. I don't know. I will say I don't see James Bimmy ANTNEY's name in his paperwork. Bimmy saying he was not the one that left the home. He in fact went to jail with Preem in that home. At the end of the day, I felt like if I knew you crossed me and I was gonna use you to run for me and work my organization, well actually I'm not gonna use you to work my organization, because if you didn't told on me once, you could tell on me again and I'd be caught up like Larry Hoover in there catching cases for them saying I'm orchestrating from within. Like, it's just a lot that don't make sense to me. I don't know. But what I do know is we heard Bimmy's in, and once again, we'll close out what got this started. Here we go.
Then, he goes away on conspiracy charges. He had been arrested and prosecuted based on a search of a premises that he was in.
These were dirty cops who were working with a dirty line CI. Sergeant Foster and Myron Cherry both lied under oath just to try to arrest me. James Bimmy ANTNEY tested the CI for over 40 years. Bimmy is the CI they described in the search warrant affidavit and lies that 2 people were kidnapped and beaten in their death. It was a lie. When they did the search, no evidence of a kidnapping existed. This is what informants do. They lie. And the police and prosecutors don't care. They just want to win no matter what.
Now, I'm going to tell you what I think happened, and I'm going to leave it at this. And you can do your own research. The 13 new commandments of the YNs available on Amazon. Go on there for books, put in Wack 100, it'll pop up. I believe that somebody was pillow talking. I believe somebody was on the phone, maybe with a chick, maybe told somebody what they was going to do, where they was going to do it at. And I believe whoever this individual probably had a distaste and a hate for Preem, for whatever reason. And I believe that somebody put an anonymous tip or put in a call and told them they doing this, they doing that, and to get them to go over there, is 2 people tied up in the room. They gonna unalive them. And that's what triggered them to run up in there. But in the 13 commandments of the New Testament for the YNs, it says, if you are pillow talking to a civilian, or pillow talking to another, and information that you gave this person, although you might not be giving it to this person to tell or to notify law enforcement, but if they choose to do so and it leads to arrest, then you wear the burden of the rat. Again, that's just my theory. I don't know who could have been pillow talking. I don't know who could have told anybody. Bimmy say it was 8-10 people in there. I don't know. But what we do know is Supreme feels strongly about what he's saying. Bimmy feels strongly about what he's saying. And in the middle, we have the paperwork. And the paperwork doesn't say or mention James Bimmy ANTNEY. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Hit that subscription button, thumbs up. Follow my queen R_ANN_B. Follow me on _the 100 show. And you can catch me on the 100 side of Clubhouse. Until next time, keep your head on the swivel. And y'all be safe out there. And I'm out.
Oh, you didn't know? We got content. Uh-oh. Keep that notification bell turned on. I will deliver 24/7 around the clock. You already know it. To everybody out there working hard on the grind, if you believe it, you'll achieve it. Do what you got to do today to be prepared for tomorrow. And there we go. But until next time, it's your boy Ray giving them gone. God bless. Peace.